64 roll number. Shubhangi, all your assignments are completed? Okay. And if anybody is having any problem with any of the thing, please let me personal mail karo, WhatsApp karo. I don't have any problem to explain anything. I'm ready to explain to every individual. No issue, no problem. But don't face a problem. So we'll wait for more 5 minutes. I think 11:10 was the time I have given in the meeting, correct? Are you listening video lectures? Hello? Okay, good. Actually, we are planning to prepare the video lecture for all the units, PPTs and video lectures. So in holiday, I will do that, and that will be loaded on your Moodle, and I will intimate you whenever I am going to load it. Mostly BST and threaded binary tree. I think that is threaded is already there. Hashing, I will prepare the video lecture so that with insertion and all, how we are supposed to do all this. So I think we start. Okay. Okay. So today we are going to discuss about the file organization. Actually, in the last semester, we all know that what is meant by everybody is able to see the PPTs. Hello? Okay. So in the last semester already we came across this file as a data type, or somewhere we have used this for the storing the permanent data. And the same way say this time also we are going to have this, but this is as a special data structure which is going to be used by some specific applications to store the data permanently. The file is not only having the data to be stored permanently, the file is also going to be used for the two different purposes. One is to hold something temporarily and then write it permanently on the permanent or master file. So when you're operating any data, or when you're loading a data from hard disk to main program or main memory, the file is as it is created in the main memory, that file is a temporary file, and once you complete the file writing and every processing of the data in a file, after that when you close the file, at that time the new file will be replaced by your old version. Okay, so this is actually how your file is actually operated by your all the operating system. In this particular unit we are going to cover this topics: file and its terminology, which we are going to revise quickly; file organization. Basically, there are four types of file organizations are possible. Sequential, actually serial file is also there. Serial, sequential, index sequential, and the direct access. And what we are going to discuss in all these three, their primitive operations, implementation for each type, and their comparative study, and advantages, disadvantage of each and every individually. Okay. So first, let us start with the first part. Files, we all know, I'm just reading the ppts because we all know already that what is the purpose of the file. Files are the places where data can be stored permanently. Why we require the file data structure? Because if your some program expect the same set of data to be fed as an input every time in a it is run. If you go for the sorting, in the last semester we have learned, and if you want to sort 100 data, because we want to test the quick sort, we want to test the bubble sort, and we want to do the comparative study that how bubble sort will work when the data is very high and how quick sort will work when data is very high. It is very difficult for us to input the data 100 and 1000 data every time and sort it. Okay, that's why what we can do, we can keep the data in a file, and every time we just read the file and we'll do the whatever processing we want to do. That is possible when you're working with the normal programming. Actually, and secondary, that volume of input data is very large in amount, then it is cumbersome to load that data every time and then do the processing. Okay, so better if data are kept in a file and programs read from file. And program generating a large volume of data, it is also very difficult to read a data on a single screen when data is very high. We can store the data in a file and we can read it afterwards whenever you require it. Okay, so for that actually we are going to use the file, and most probably the application, probable application where actually we are going to use file right now is the database application. And there are huge number of database application, but where we are working on in day-to-day life are the ticket reservation system, hotel management system, online examination, student admission process. We know that all these things are right now automated, and there you require to store your data permanently and process your data at a very high speed. At that time you require to be have a very good file organization of your data. Okay, and the second application is system softwares: operating system, language processor, graphic system. In that also, to hold your data for a permanent or temporary purpose, for the time being, to process your data we require a file. Now what is basically file is, it is a collection of records which is also called as a table. When you come with a database, it is called as a table, but basically it is all stored as a flat file at a physical level. And each individual record is a collection of different fields. I think this all concept are already you know, but whenever it is asked in the examination, you should able to explain with an example. And we know that what primitive operations we are going to perform on it, just like we have done it for the other data structure, we are going to do the same for the file also. That is insertion, deletion, search, update, retrieval, and sorting. And here we require the various searching operations. In searching, filtering can be done that based on the name, based on the roll number that we can do. Now this is the example that how your records are look like as a tabular format. When you see it at our level, it is like this, but physical level, this is the 145 bytes of data we are going to store on a for each record. This is a collection of record which is a file actually. Now how records are stored? Records can be stored as a fixed length record or the variable length record. When we are writing a program, C programs, Word file, these are all file, but we are not having any fixed kind of record for it. And whenever the transaction file or generated or log files are created, they are the files where your data record are not of a fixed length. They are varied length. As the data is coming, they are just dump on that file. Such type of files are actually using the a variable fixed variable length. Fixed length means that the data records are having the fixed length, means every record will have a fixed amount of bytes to be allocated for it. For example, the whatever file handling you have done in your last semester or whatever you have done it for this semester for your 11th assignment, I think all records are of a fixed size, correct? You declare a structure and that structure is going to be utilized to store your data. So you're actually working on that file. But if you see that your computer is having a transaction files, actually transaction means daily log files are created by your computer. And if you see that log file, that file is nothing but the variable length, because each record is a different type and different structure. Okay, so this is variable length. As its name indicate, your all records are of a different types. So no vestige in previous vestige of memory is there. If some students are having the length of name is 30 and some students are having the length of name is 50, then 20 bytes we are actually going to allocate the maximum requirement. So in that case, the data may be vested in a previous case, but here it is not going to be vestige of memory in a when you are going to use a variable length record. Retrieval of record is slower because when you are actually moving the pointer, we don't know that in advance how much bytes we need to go. So when you are going for a word file reading, so your file is read character by character. We cannot read as a block. Is it clear? And that is a problem with the variable length record, that we cannot read the whole record or whole thing as it is. We have to read it by the %c or character by character. Okay. Now, with respect to the memory, main memory, and your when you are your logical and the physical view of the record. What is meant by logical view? Actually, when you see the record at our screen, we are storing or we are showing like a tabular format. But physically, how we are storing it? We are just storing it on a permanent memory, and that is stored as a page or a block of a records. So one block may have multiple record. Generally, physical record consists of more than one logical record. Logical record means a single record of a student. Okay, and physically, when you are such a 100 or 200 records are collected and stored on a single block, then a single file, that is called as a block or a page of a record. We can see it by the example. I will show you the. You can see that how this looks like. Okay, you can see that the records which we are shown on the table are records, and you can see that here I have mentioned block and the page. In that, first 4 records, 3 records come under a first page or a first blocks. Next 3 records come under a next 2 records to second block. Likewise, when you transfer a record or retrieve a record, it is not like that a single record is retrieved from your operating system. Okay, so a bulk of records are collected and that are stored in a main memory, and that is going to be then processed as per our requirements. So when you're transferring a record or retrieving a record, we are actually doing lots of work. Your computer or your operating system is doing lots of work, and it is retrieving the page or block format and store back like that only. Okay, now we all know about this memory hierarchy, that we know that optical disk, magnetic disk, flash memory, main memory, and the cache. You know what is the speed, what is the cost, and their relationship. Okay, magnetic stick disk is called as, or optical disks are the slower retrieval and write operation, while flash memory, main memory, and the cache is the highest rate of transmission rate, or we can see the read write operation is very faster way we can perform, because we know that it is nearest to your CPU. Likewise, main memory, but we can there see that speed will indirectly proportional or inversely proportional to the cost. Caches have a very high cost, main memory is a very high cost, second, third flash memory, and the magnetic disk. So magnetic disk is going to be actually the permanent memory. All other 3 are the volatile memory. Okay, so we only know that what kind of storage structure your system is having. Now when you're accessing a memory, I told you that blocks, buffers, buffer manager, and the block transfer. These are the four parameters. They are actually, or you can say the terminology we should know. When you are transferring a memory or transferring a record, we are transferring actually the block of records to the your memory, and to hold that record, because when you are transferring from the memory or transferring from main memory to hard disk to main memory, buffering is required, because we cannot transfer at a time number of records. Serial transmission will be there. So portion of main memory available to store the copies of this block is called as a buffer. And to maintain this flow, there is a special manager is required, that is called as a buffer manager, which will take care of transmission and the reception of the blocks in a buffer to main memory to buffer to hard disk. Likewise, it is going to be in a circulation fashion. And the block transfer want to minimize the number of block transfer between the disk and the main memory. So for that, various algorithms are implemented by the your operating system. If you see that in the last unit, we have a splay tree. That splay tree is actually a cache memory implementation algorithm is applied on the splay tree, so that when you retrieve a record, which the record just retrieve will be at the topmost position, so that when the next time I will retrieve the record, at that time that record which I have last time retrieve will be at the first position. Because if you observe that out of 1000 record, 20% records will be frequently required, and rest of the 80% will not be required. So using splay, we can maintain this kind of schema. That is one of the algorithm or one of the technology, one of the data structure utilized by your cache memory to give the faster retrieval or minimize the number of block transfer. Okay. Now file organization and the access method. File, the physical arrangement of data into records, pages or secondary storage is called as a file organization. And as per the strategy, there are 4 types are there: file, heap, sequential or serial files, order sequential files, direct access files, and the index files. Based on the type of organization, we are going to have 2 types of or we'll say 3 types of accessing techniques: sequential, random, and the semi-random. Can you give me the example of sequential? Anybody? Yes. Semi-random? What is meant by semi-random or direct access? Direct access is when you are using the hashing technique to store and retrieve the data, or mathematical function is used to store. And sequential is what we are doing in our file handling right now in a 11th assignment. That is also not a strictly sequential you are following. We'll see that. We are just implementing the file or the serial files right now. We are not actually ordering our records in the file while you are storing in a sequential organization. Okay. So semi-random is when I'm using both sequential and the random access. When you're using the hashing, indexing, at that time, both we can access the record sequentially and we can access the record randomly. So both are possible with the index sequential files. That's why when you are implementing the index sequential file, that is actually semi-random access file. So you should know all these concepts. That is only required. Now the first file type is that file, heap, unordered sequential file, or mostly it is called as a serial file organization. It is a very simplest one. As its name indicate, records are just dumped. There is no need to have your record of a fixed size. You can insert a record of any size in any order. As they are coming, we are going to just storing them on the file. Okay. So insertion is no particular ordering is required. So insertion is going to be very faster. A new page is added to the file if the file is overflow. Okay, it's simple way of implementation. But when you want to retrieve any particular record, we have to start from the first record, because we don't know the ordering. We don't know that where that record can be. So it can be at a first position, it can be at a middle position, it can be at a last position. So but definitely I have to start with the first record and second and third and then so on till the nth record. Then only I can come to know that whether that record is present in the file or not present. So that is going to be a very time consuming process. and that's why the retrieval of this file is very slow. So generally these files are not used for any kind of permanent data storage or some application where faster retrieval or storage is required. This kind of files are only used as a temporary file to hold your log data or transaction file. Transaction and log file means temporary files. After the work is completed, these files are reflected back to a permanent file in a prescribed format or prescribed way. Okay. A logical or physical deletion. Logical is to delete a record. The record is marked as a delete. Generally, deletion operation is not required on the heap or serial file. This because these files are used for the temporary purpose, so we are not going to work any. But if sometime it is required, already we know that what is meant by logical and the physical deletion. Okay. Any problem with sequential serial file? Hello, please reply. Any doubt with this till the point? I'm just revising, that's why I'm not included various figures. You should just imagine because already we are working on these files. Yes, anyone have any doubts with this? Okay, so we'll go for next. You only try to draw the such type of files when you're giving the example. Now the second file, which is actually called as a sequential file. Huh? I'm telling here as the order sequential or order sequential because while we are implementing the file, we are implementing the sequential file, which is unordered sequential file. Correct? Right now, whatever you are implementing in your 11th assignment, that is not a strictly sequential file. It is a it is unordered sequential file because we are not doing any kind of sorting or positional insertion is not done. Okay, so in order sequential file, what we are doing actually, record order on the key fields. Okay, so for example, roll number. So we are going to insert a record according to the roll number. Okay, so if roll number first will come, then first record will be the roll number 1. If roll number third will first come, then we should first record inserted at a second position. And when the second record will come with the roll number 2, we need to make a space for that second record first, and then we have to shift. First, we have to shift third record to third position, and then we have to insert the second record. Actually, we already know that when we are done it in the last time positional insertion for the array. The same technique we have to follow here. Add recording according to the order of the key value. It is a time consuming, and we need to make a space for the insertion. If appropriate page is full, we have to reorganize the whole file, which is going to be time consuming. Same after deletion, need to reorganize the file to utilize the empty space because we are inserting record at a particular position. Same way, say we are deleting record from a particular position. So that how to utilize that empty space, that is going to be a problem. So solution is use a temporary unsorted file for insertion and deletion, which is called as a transaction file, and merge to the sorted file periodically. If you understood that, we are already doing it for the deletion and the updation right now when you are working with the sequential file. Correct? After deletion and after updation, what we are doing, we are creating a temporary file, storing my record, excluding or including updated record, and then we are rewriting the whole file again on a original one. The same solution we have to do when you are doing the insertion with a sequential file. Right now, we are not following any ordering. So whatever file you are implementing, I would not say it is a strictly sequential file. It is a simple file, serial file you are implementing. Correct? Any doubt about it? Are you agree with me that whatever file right now you are implementing in your practical, it is a simple serial file, not a sequential file. Huh? You please understand. So when it is asked the sequential file, your file should be a order sequential file. Is it clear? But to implement a order sequential file is a very difficult task right now, and actually sometimes time consuming, so we are not giving, as students are sometimes facing the problems, that's why. But if you can do this, you can make changes in your 11th assignment according to the sequential file organization methodology. Any doubt about this? Have you understood? Any query? Now 11th assignment and the sequential file, you have to map whether it is sequential file what you are implementing. Yes. roll number 75, 64, 84. The file which you are implementing is a sequential file. Got it? Then are you implementing sequential file? 11th assignment is a sequential file hai kya? As per our discussion. Yes. Are you sorting? Are you inserting the record at a particular position? No. Then how you will see? That's why I'm telling you that. You please read. This is the sequential file which I am discussing over here. It is as per the rule. We are not doing that. If you want to do that, then during the insertion also we have to create a temporary file. Store the record in a sorted order till that record insertion point is not coming. Once that record is inserted, then rest of the record should be get appended like we are doing it for the updation. Are you getting this clear? If you want to do the insertion in a sequential fashion, this is clear. And the same technique we have to follow for the deletion as well as for the deletion and updation will not create any problem because roll number we are not going to change. But during the insertion, if you are inserting in a order fashion, okay, as according to roll number, your roll numbers are coming randomly, but still I'm able to insert them in a sorted order. We'll say that my insertion is a correctly done as a sequential file. So right now, whatever file you're implementing, just a serial file, which is actually heap kind of thing that we are taking the record and appending at the end of the file. It is clear? Have you understood the difference between serial file and the sequential file? Okay, so what changes we have to do in your program if you want to do a sequential file? Change should be there in your insertion function, correct? So if possible in a holidays, you please try for that also. That will be the beneficial for you all. Okay, is it okay? So we'll go for the next type. We'll just see in a quicker manner. Rarely use unless so order sequential file is unless the rarely use unless come with an index sequential file. Okay, so sequential file generally is not directly used. So whenever you want to implement a sequential file, we generally implement the index sequential file, because if you try to change your original record file, it's going to be a huge amount of time required to be done. So index sequential mein how it is going to be done? Index file will be the sorted and the sequential file will be implemented like your serial file. And from indexing, actually we can search the record. Is it clear? Because index is in a sorted order and index will be a very small in a size. So sorting the index will not a time consuming process. If your sequential file, each record is of 1,000 bytes, scanning those 1,000 bytes will be a time consuming process, and your index file hardly have a 20 bytes of record because key value and the location, only 2 fields will be there. So that scanning will be reduced down the time which is required to organize your file. So that is, and space is also quietly greater way utilized. So have you understood this? Both heap files and order files are also called the sequential file that I have added at the end. So what you are implemented is a serial sequential file, not an actual sequential file. And why we are not implemented? The reason is that directly sequential file implementation is actually not done. Most of the time it is only with a sequential index sequential file. Is it clear? Now this is actually how, so we can understand that records will be in a sequential fashion, sorted order mein rahenge hamesha. Okay, so there will be now see the sequential file. Ye operations hai. So I'm only included the insertion because that we have to make changes. Okay, open the file in write mode, input the record to be inserted, scan the file to insert, find the insertion point, check the insertion point is empty or not. If insertion point is not empty, then shifting is required, or with a new file we have to copy the record before that new record insertion point, insert the new record and then append the rest of the record after that. Insert a newly inserted file in a new file, then return back that new file to the original file, copy karna hai, overwrite करना है, and then close the file. This is clear? And for update, delete and search, operations will be same which we have already done for the normal sequential file right now you're doing, okay, in a Ilanth assignment. This is clear? Okay, everybody understood this? Reply करो जल्दी जल्दी. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So I think our meeting is only 6 minutes are remain. So I will just take the overview, or in tomorrow again we are going to for. Why I'm taking this, because it is very simple for us, but exact difference we don't know that. And at the time of examination, when somebody asks, we do the some uh, wrong assumptions. Based on that we give the answer, and that's why I have conducted this lecture, so that mainly I want to clear out down the sequential file. And then in tomorrow's lecture we are going to clear out, shall we conduct one more lecture for the 6th unit, which will cover the direct access file and the index sequential file as per your requirement, huh? Yes or no? Hello? Yes, okay. Because I want to clear all these doubts, solving की तरह ही रहेगा ये lectures. I'm not going to go in a detail of this. And mostly 12th assignment हम लोग फिर से revise करेंगे with respect to this. Okay, because direct access index sequential file, direct access indexing is also there. So that also you should know. That is not there in your assignments and all. Okay, so we'll cover some points today. And in tomorrow's lecture, we'll cover the rest of the point which is required to be. Okay, so advantages and disadvantages. Simple file designing है very efficient when most of the records must be processed. That is example is a payroll system is there where we need to process all the record. Very efficient if data is already in a natural order. For example, if your roll numbers are all inserted in the natural order 1, 2, 3 likewise, then there will be no changes in the file. So it will be a very efficient. Can be stored on a inexpensive devices like a magnetic tape. That is okay. Disadvantage, entire file must be processed even if a single record is to be searched. That is true, because we don't know how we are going to apply the binary search on a file. That is going to be a question for you, because external binary search we have to use. So definitely it is a sequential file, so most of the time we'll go for the sequential accessing only. Okay, that's why I told you that sequential file organization is not directly utilized. It is always come with the index sequential file. Transactions have to be sorted before the processing. Overall post processing is slow, as insertion, deletion, updation operations are time consuming, may require new file to be created, and that is going to be a very time consuming process. Have you understood all this concept now? So in tomorrow's lecture we'll complete the direct access file and the indexing. What are the basic indexing types, and how the indexing will improve your file handling. Okay, and please ask the students who are not in today's lecture that to join the lectures. And if you have any doubts based on today's discussion, you can raise. 3 minutes are there, you can ask me right now. Yes, anyone is having any doubts for today's session? You complete we have complete two types of file organization: serial file and the order sequential, or we will say the unordered sequential file and the order sequential file. And also I have clear your doubts that what file handling you are implementing right now in your 11th assignment is not a strictly sequential file, and why the sequential file cannot be implemented directly. That also we have cleared in a today's lecture. Everybody understood this concept? Hello? Have you? Yes. So no doubts? Good. So tomorrow on same time, or what time you will say? You suggest the timing, at that time you can conduct the lecture. Because right now at 12:50, 12:30 we have FCC and quiz, I think so. So you might be prepared for that quiz. Yes, any doubt? Same time. Okay. All agree? So tomorrow we are going to have the same time. We'll finish the 6th unit, and on Thursday I will conduct the lecture on 5th unit to cover the B plus tree, B tree, and the ABL tree comparative study. Okay, or ABL tree and BB plus tree. 3 tree I want to cover. Okay, but please go through the PPTs, go through your video lectures, so that when you come for here, we will do the doubt solving rather than teaching all the content. Okay. Okay, thank you. Then shall I stop here? Please tell all the students to join this. Thank you, and take care. Stay at home.